your Storm Shield forecast, only on Fox 47 News.
All right, Caleb, I know you've been keeping an eye out on the active radar. What can you tell us what's coming our way?
Yeah, we have a lot of storms kind of just popping up everywhere right now across Michigan. Going to continue to see that through the next several hours here. Some severe thunderstorm watches we're dealing with right now as well. But I want to start off by at least showing you guys the sky cam outside the studio. Right now here in Lansing, we are dry. Nothing has come through here yet. Our temperature is at 69 degrees. Do expect that to change, though, pretty quickly here as we move through the next hour or so. Looking at the Doppler radar, it is quite active. You can see especially north of Lansing, central Michigan right now. Lots of storms popping up. They are starting to spread a little bit south in coverage, and you can see all the boxes, areas shaded in pink. That's where we do have severe thunderstorm watches in effect. These will be in effect until 3 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit further here into our northern counties, just where this is where most of the action is centered right now. You can see a lot of these clusters of thunderstorms, lots of lightning associated with these. You can see where we have these darker reds and yellows indicating where the heavy rain is. Very heavy rain falling with these. We are concerned that if these turn severe, we could see some hail as well, some potentially large hail and strong gusty winds, potentially getting up towards 70 miles per hour. So this is definitely a night you want to stay inside, stay away from windows. I wanted to go ahead and show you the southern counties as well, because right now there's not a lot going on, but I do expect this to change. I think our radar in the southern counties is going to start to fill in as we move through the next few hours here. Looking at just coming towards Hastings and Lansing, we do have another cluster of storms, so it is starting to kind of drop south in coverage here. So if you're out and about tonight, be aware you could encounter these. Very heavy rain in these. You're going to likely see some ponding on the roadways. The primary threat, so if these do turn severe, and again, we haven't had any warnings yet, but if they do turn severe, we could see these strong gusty winds and large hail. Flooding not as big of a threat, but I think where we have a cluster of storms move through one after the other, we could see some localized flooding and potentially some pretty significant ponding on the roadways as well. Not really a tornado threat, thankfully. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wind speeds right now, because the winds are quite elevated right now. We're going to continue to see these ramp up over the next couple of hours. Right now, these are sustained winds in the teens. Ionia is sustained at 20 miles per hour, and you can see further towards the west where the winds are sustained even higher. Our gusts getting pretty gusty out there. Ionia right now gusting towards 29 miles per hour. Lansing 28, and again, we're going to get quite gusty. We could see some gusts approaching 40 miles per hour as we move through the next few hours here ahead of this cold front. I want to show you guys how this pans out. I think this model doesn't quite have enough coverage of these storms, but as we move through the next few hours, we're going to see them continue to spread southward. I think the last line comes through somewhere between 4 and 5 a.m., just ahead of that cold front. And behind this cold front, I got some good news. We're going to dry out for Labor Day. Labor Day looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day for us, featuring a mix of sun and clouds, temperatures getting up into the mid-70s. Monday night, then into Tuesday morning, we will see clouds thicken back up once again. And what do you know? Some more rainfall getting into mid-Michigan coming from the southwest. That's going to be what the radar looks like, I think, a lot the next coming week. Predicted wind speeds, again, we're getting pretty gusty tonight. You can see ahead of this cold front will become sustained 20 to 25 miles per hour. I think we could see some gusts approaching that 40 mile per hour range. And again, if you do land under one of these thunderstorms, could see gusts approaching that 40, 45 mile per hour range. The good thing that we do slacken then tomorrow. The forecast tonight getting into the mid-60s, scattered thunderstorms. Some of them could be severe. And again, gusty winds gusting towards 35 miles per hour. For tomorrow, our temperatures get into the mid-70s. I think we could see a couple of showers lingering early on, but those do clear out pretty quickly, leaving us with a lot of sunshine through the afternoon. Our winds shifting to the northwest behind this front, gusting, still kind of a little bit gusty. Mainly these are going to be early on, though, towards that 20 mile per hour range. Now, the next 7 days, the big takeaway from this 7-day forecast is that you pretty much want to have an umbrella handy every day next week. We'll have the stalled frontal boundary set up in very close proximity to mid-Michigan, right over the Great Lakes region, kind of a conveyor belt of moisture just continuing to pump in showers and thunderstorms, and we're going to have fluctuating temperatures as well. I think the warmest day is going to be on Wednesday, 79 degrees for a high. Thursday, 71, getting down to 67 on Friday with a couple of showers. I think we see some sun on Saturday, a high of 70 degrees. By next Sunday, though, our high temperature is 68 degrees. We're going to stop back at the radar again just so you can take a look at where these storms are. And again, I do expect these to increase in coverage as we move through the next few hours. I think all of us will be in on the action, so take it easy if you are out and about on the roadways tonight. Cole?
All right. Thanks, Caleb, for all of that. We'll definitely be tracking it all. Well,